Hey guys, how the hell are ya? Time for an all-new episode of My Personal Guitars. And this is my Washburn WV40. First, some specs on this instrument. This has a mahogany body with a set mahogany neck. It has a Phenolic fretboard, or at least that's what the spec sheet says, but really, I think it might be a super low grade of Rosewood, to be honest with you. It just looks and honestly feels extremely like Rosewood. A lot of these stock specs have been changed. For instance, I now have Hipshot locking tuners on here, as well as this is currently set up as my pickup demo instrument, and currently it has in a pair of Schuyler PT109 Humbuckers. It also has a tune-o-matic style bridge, master volume, master tone, and a 3-way toggle switch. So this was an instrument that Washburn put out a bit ago. This is made in Indonesia. It hasn't been around for a long time. This is actually one of two that I used to own. My wife bought this for me as our wedding present. So she was really into Children of Bodom, really wanted to get an Alexi LTD, but honestly I just kind of felt that was a little bit too expensive at the time, so we kind of compromised. We found this that looked very similar, and I was of course a big James Malone and Arsis fan, so I was all about it. She ordered this from Sam Ash. We received it. It was already kind of damaged in shipping, sent it back a couple times. And eventually we ran out of ones that had Floyd Roses because that was what we had originally ordered. So we eventually just ordered this one that had the tune-o-matic style bridge on it. It still arrived very damaged, as you can see by the points there on the end. My wife's idea of being funny and cute, she just put a little band-aid over it, and it's honestly stayed there the whole time. I have played this thing for shows, I have used this for recording. That band-aid is still there even after owning this instrument for almost 12 years now. Of the two instruments that I had, there was significant differences between the two. I don't know if this is down to quality control or just maybe some transitional stuff that was happening at Washburn at the time. But this one was super duper heavy and also had a pair of Ignator branded humbuckers in here. There was a red one that I owned that was super lightweight, could easily toss that sucker around, and that had Randall branded humbuckers in it when I originally got it. This one also has the Buzz Fight and tuning system on it. It does tend to intonate rather nicely all throughout. It holds its tuning remarkably well. One of the things that I've told a lot of people is this guitar likes to fight me back a little. When I'm using this for recording, it just tends to push back a little when I'm playing, when I'm riffing on it, and sometimes that kind of lends itself to a little bit more angry or a little bit more rougher and more aggressive takes. So for that reason, it's honestly kind of an indispensable studio tool, as much sentimental value as it still retains. As you're hearing on the demo song, it also sounds really awesome. It also plays rather good too, even though it fights me back. The finish on the back of the neck profile itself lends itself to heavy riffage and fast lead playing. So thank you guys so very much for tuning into this episode of My Personal Guitar. Please remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel. There's lots more metal and guitar-oriented content to come. And as always, please remember, take what you do seriously. Do not take yourselves too seriously.